and welcome to the next Iron Man. We're jumping right into Heroes of Light and Shadow after failing in Shadow Dragon, although we got pretty far, further than I expected. So yeah, we'll just get right into it. It's a pretty fun game. I know a little bit more about this one than the last one, so hopefully we can get further. But yeah. Of course, this is only Japan only game. This was done by a translation team. Thank goodness for that. So let's just go ahead and I do have one already. And we have our difficulties. This one does not have Lunatic Plus, but that's okay because I'm not going to play on that difficulty. So I was thinking Maniac Mode, it's the third difficulty. I have beaten it on this difficulty before. So hopefully we can get a little bit further. And being that it's an Iron Man classic, of course. And we have something new to the series here, the Avatar creation, the first one. And I'm just going to delete Chris's name. Now, judging by the thumbnail and the fact that I tend to make my avatars based off of Smash characters, I think you already know who this is going to be. And plus the dead screen I've updated with her green, like, plaid checkers. So let's go ahead and put in Isabelle. Yes. And Isabelle is female. Now this, on lower difficulties, I find that doesn't really matter. On higher difficulties, I usually go for Pegasus Knight. But I did struggle with that in my last play of Maniac Mode, so I'm thinking Cavalier for now, and we can reclass her once we get to Chapter 1. Which, by the way, that's where I'll actually start the recording. Because it's an Iron Man, the prologue can get really tedious and difficult, so I feel like I'm going to have a lot of failures there. However, I do plan to still record it, and at the end of this video, I'm just going to do a little montage of whoever died during the prologue. And then the actual Iron Man will start in Chapter 1. Makes sense because the prologue is just training with Marth and the Knights, so it's kind of weird if he would let anyone die. So we're just going to go with Cavalier for now. Isabelle could probably be an archer too, since she has her little, like, bow thingy in Smash. And then a flyer, I really do like the flyer, so I may switch back to that whenever we get to Chapter 1. Now going through the hair, the thing is, maybe this one, but I think the ponytail just works. This one, there really isn't too much in the way of color. This is, as I mentioned, the first Avatar, so it, you know, we don't expect too much here. Not as detailed as it could be in later games. Although Byleth has nothing, and I think I'm going to go for eyes number 5. I don't think I've tried these yet. Those are a bit weird. I don't want to be permanently closed. The monocle is cool. But yeah, we'll just go with 5. Luke, actually, a character in this game, gives her a title based on the eyes, I think, in around Prologue 3. Okay, so here's where we can kind of build our avatar stats. The past effects, I just have some notes on this. Effects-based stats, so Merchant's Child is Luck and Resistance, a Priest is Defense, Orphan is Strength and Magic, Farmer is HP, and Noble's Child is Skill and Speed. As far as these, I don't actually know what background Isabelle does have, but I'm gonna go for Noble's Child because she does work at the town hall, and I feel like that's something a noble would do in Fire Emblem days. So next we have 4 choices because the game does not let you stack 2 things at once. So we went for the noble, which will give us a good base in skill and speed. So this is present. I think this affects a little bit of growth and bases. So we have Wisdom, which is Luck and Resistance, Kindness, which is Defense. I have these out of order. Diversity is Strength and Magic. Strength, ironically, is HP. And then the one missing is Beauty, which would be Skill and Speed. Yeah, we can't stack up on these, but I think of all of those choices, Isabelle is Kind. So go for the buff to Defense, which is always nice in the prologue. And now we're down to just 3 choices. So we have Enlightened, which is HP, Wealthy, which is Luck and Resistance, Recluse, which is Strength and Magic. We would also have Honorable, which is Skill and Speed, and Humane, which is Defense, but I chose those 2 already. I'm just going to go Enlightened. Isabelle doesn't really seem like either of these 2. And that is going to give us growth in HP, which might not be the best, but I don't think it's too detrimental in this difficulty. I mean, we'll see. I know in the Lunatic Plus, you probably want to go like something specifically for a class. But here we can hopefully get through. Now here we're going to meet Katarina, but like I said, I'm going to play through this prologue on my own. I'll see you back here for Chapter 1 in a moment. Okay then, welcome to Chapter 1. We've got through the prologue, there were some bumps along the way. There is a death reel for you at the end of this video. One of them I did not press the record button. Let's just say Luke got doubled by Ogma twice. I forgot to record that, but there is one more death than was recorded, and this is our team. That's all we have right now. Also, fun fact, if we reach the part where you get Marth's sister and Shadow Dragon, I will have revived Gordon, but he's here alive and well again, and I can't wait to use him. Or try to. So I did say Isabelle would become a... That's not Isabelle. Would become a Pegasus Knight by his chapter. However, yeah. There's axe users, there's an archer up here. I'll leave her as a cavalier for now. The next chapter she'll be a lot better as a flyer. Maybe reclass Cecile as well. Who did kind of the best of my cavaliers. Luke was doing okay, but they kind of fell off, and then Rhodey, he wasn't doing so well. He had kind of a rough time in the prologue, as you'll see later, so I made him a cleric, and I do need him to get a staff. I don't know if Riz, he joined us in the prologue, was kind enough to leave that behind. I think he was. And everyone else should be good to go. We will be getting a healer very, very, very soon from this village, but I'd rather have two than one. I want one now. There's also some gold here, I believe, if we stand on this cave, and there is a thief that spawns, but it looks like he won't spawn until if we visit the village, he won't spawn, which is bad because they're worth a lot of experience. I did train Marth up in Prologue 8 a lot from the thieves. Yeah. And Aaron, apparently he does better as a general here, but I don't have the male secondary reclass branch open. So he's going to have to stay as a paladin, although he might be a good Draco in the next chapter as well, because that map is quite difficult for one that's early on. So let's see how Isabelle's adventure starts, and Jagan was a general there for some reason. Yeah, he's not playable, he's just going to be our advisor, and that's fine. Alright, so I looked over this map, and this map, well... I will reset if I lose here because it's technically in this playthrough the first map of the game. Don't want to draw too many. What I did in the prologue I found helped me out a lot was to kind of build a wall, so to speak. Memes, I know. But I might have to do that here because it looks like no one can really survive 2 rounds of combat by any of these axes. I'm going to have to be very careful who goes on the end here. Isabelle can survive 2. She was pretty tanky. Yeah, Doga, you... Come on, Doga. Yikes. Maybe I should have reclassed you. She's pretty tanky, and that's kind of different because usually my avatars are more speed-blessed than anything else. I guess I'll put you here, and we'll just form a line. Yeah, one thing I also want to get Isabelle's Lance rank trained up because she, yeah, being a Pegasus Knight with only Iron Lances would not be good for this chapter, so I kind of want her to get trained up more. I'm going to put all of the squishies behind, including Ryan and Gordon. And Isabelle's just going to stay. 2 of them might attack Aaron, though, if I leave him there, but I don't want Isabelle getting attacked by too much. I could leave someone out as bait, like Gordon. Might have to do that. Yeah, I'd rather just save someone, use him as a meat shield, but it'd be nice if he got experience for that, but it doesn't seem like he's going to. And Aaron is barely surviving, and I didn't equip the sword, but hey, the lance helps get these guys down a bit so we can feed them to our other gods, because Aaron is most likely going to fall off, and here they come. Right, that is quite scary. And this is why I have Cleric Rhodey right now. I kind of want to feed Gordon. Let's just turn you guys off and keep you on. Someone's gonna have to get hit by an archer. Yeah, this is really a scary game. Oh boy. Well, Gordon's gonna be a lot safer if he goes back here. And he's already rocking the steel bow, so hopefully he can hit this guy. Thank you. The thing is about archers in this game, I know in the Lunatic Reverse, I believe it's called, they actually get really, really good because everything kind of has vantage. So if I were to take, like, Isabelle, for example, and hit this guy, he'd move first. But that doesn't happen when you're a melee-only unit, thank goodness. You really can't heal. You're out of the range. It's kind of bad for our friend Aaron here, because he can't really do too much at this state. He can maybe finish off one of these guys. Marth, of course, isn't doubling, so he's not doing too hot here either. He just doesn't finish this guy off. Let's see if Isabelle can. Yeah, no one's really doing too much. Doga is probably going to die if I leave him on the front lines. I would like to use Cecile. As I mentioned, she did do pretty good in my... in the prologue there. I could finish you. This might be a loss already. Usually with this game you can tell if you've lost in the early chapters. But I'll just reset this if I do, because it's not that much of a big deal, I don't think, in the first map. Now, someone may be getting two-shot here. I'd prefer it be Isabelle take both the hits, because she can do this quite better than everyone else. He may go for Marth if I can get Marth to kill him off too. That'd be great. But we still have this guy down here, and I don't know if Cecile and Doga can take him on. Because he will kill Aaron if I don't. It's too bad I don't have the Lady Sword yet. That will join us in the next chapter if I can catch up to him. Doga can do it if he can hit. Okay, good. Very scary start. Very, very scary. It should be a fun Iron Man here. And you're gonna go and heal up Cecile. And here comes this guy. I hope he's not aggressive, because he will kill Gordon. And you're gonna go for Marth, but that's fine. Okay, no, he's just gonna do something. Alright, so I want to kill this guy, obviously. I do want to train up Gordon. Right. I guess Isabelle and Cecile are our best bets here. And I'm going to try and get some Lance rank for her. I could box him in, too. That might not be a bad idea, just to build up our Lance rank a little bit more. I think I may actually just do that. Let's go ahead and box you in, and then you and Gordon can hopefully take out the thief, although you definitely need healed again. Rhodey isn't the best healer, but he wasn't the best combat unit either, I found. Oh dear, you're on a house. Already a wild one from the get-go. It's only going to get crazier. You know, where is Ryan? You have an iron. Kind of want Gordon to have a bit more accuracy. Yeah. He'll need that for the next chapter. I really hope these thieves don't start ambushing us. Okay. I'm just gonna work on Isabelle's Lance rank again. Not that she needs a kill. She did, of course, like any avatar in this game, get a lot of, okay, good. A lot of, attention in the prologue. Okay, Marth has to visit the village as with... I'm gonna heal Isabelle. As with any Fire Emblem game, well, not any game, that's a lie, but this game, the Marth games, they tend to really like having Marth go into the village. It's kind of a pain, though. I think a javelin, actually I think a couple will be good, because in the next map, it's really hard for the Cavaliers to reach, and there are some enemy archers that make things really difficult. So that should help us out. I'm gonna see if Gordon can stand on here. I think it said Aaron. I believe Aaron can stand here. No, Gordon can't. Let's go see if the pre-promote can get on here. Otherwise, I may have wanted to May have been a good idea to reclass her as a Pegasus, maybe. Okay. We have a lot of guys here. I think Isabelle is like the only person that can handle this. I'm just going to bring up some backup. Once again, we have those save points, but they're not really that useful in an Iron Man. And we have Malaysia, or Militia, I'm not sure how you say her name. But she's the second cleric we have. Technically the first, but yeah, I'd rather have two, because I feel like Luke Rhodey actually came in quite handy for Cecile there. Just make sure everyone is topped off before we begin this assault here. And I'm going to heal you up one more time. Thing is, you're going to want the sword against these guys. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get my lance rank going. Okay, a little bullion. Probably get him back there and sell that now. And try and heal Gordon. Don't really want to use him as a meat shield, and it looks like they're not even going to attack. But I can check Isabelle, how she does against this. It's 22, but I am worried about this archer if he should spawn, because no one else can really take this damage, I feel. Doga just gets doubled, which is not good. Yeah, 'cause she is not surviving 3 of these. Try and move up a little bit more just to stay out of his range. And heal up these two, because I have a feeling I'm definitely going to need both of them. Maybe. Well, you have one more magic than Rhodey, so you're a little bit better. I'm wondering if Marth can actually survive this. He did well for me in the prologue, actually. Ah, hand axe. Oh dear. It's actually not good because we don't have the fort, so we have a heck ton of units coming our way. And this calls for some healing for, well, everyone. I'm actually going to keep you close to the front lines. Well, we do have Ryan and Gordon. Can you hit this, please? I can maybe take that fort if Isabelle and Marth, but I'd have to get rid of you first. You are quite a pain, and you do double Ryan, which is not good. I'm sure you absolutely annihilate our friend Aaron here. Although Aaron can take a hit, but he's... How much do you take from that archer? Actually, Aaron doesn't take too much. He does face a crit. May have to do this just to get rid of you, because you are a pain. 1% crit, we're already dancing with death. Not the greatest, but... Alright, hi Ogma. Ogma got a few levels in the prologue too. It's actually a good thing because his join chapter is pretty... Well, it's not hard, but the section he starts in I find to be very extreme. The problem is I don't want Marth to get annihilated by these guys. I don't want Cecile to get annihilated either. She doesn't have that much in the way of HP. I have found myself calculating this in the prologue, so 22... We'll take him down to 14. No, that's going to take away 14. 22 minus his 8 defense. Okay, 14 damage. He has 28. And then what are you? You only have 16. I think he'll be fine. Let's just hope that Isabelle... 14 and... Okay, yeah, Martha is actually hitting a lot harder than he did for me in Shadow Dragon. I wouldn't mind taking this fort, but I don't want anyone to get bombarded by these guys. We're using Marth as a frontline unit. That really says something, but hopefully this corridor will keep us safe, and yeah, these guys don't look like they can walk on mountains, thank goodness. We should get air into the shop as well, or maybe have Doga traded around. And once again, I did mention this in Shadow Dragon, I have a tendency to, oh, thank you, call people by their Japanese names or their translated names, which is why I call him Doga rather than Drog. That guy did not get healed, which is a good thing. Alright, Gordon, we're gonna go up, and I'm just gonna try and get the safer shot here. Oh. Gordon is mad that he died in the last game, so he's gonna come back with a vengeance, I hope. Well, maybe not. This would be a great spot for Isabelle. Wondering if Ryan can actually pick him off. Probably not unless he takes Gordon's... he can, but it's kind of risky, but we're gonna go for it. Oh, just like his brother. Good boy, Ryan. Okay, you know what, I'll just have you run back and sell the bullion. I don't know if there's anything else we need at this point. I think we were a little bit lance lacking. Buy another bow. Fun fact, in FE3 there were no axe users, so there's no point for them. And I think you can also... well, that's not till chapter 3. The one where you have to go around the mountain, there's a little bit of a, there's a treasure on the throne, but it's not in this game, but I'll, mention that when we get to it. I will say that I do like having a unit that can tank. Let's see if we can get her another level. And I believe with Lang here, who died for me in that one open map. Okay, speed is really helpful. Or Lorenz, not Lang. Get them confused, they have like a similar name. I believe we just need to talk with Marth, and then we're good to go. There's really nothing else to do. We could go to the houses, but I really don't like visiting them. So let's see what Lorenz has to say, and he blows up the castle, but we didn't see it. So, not too bad of a map. We did have a little bit dicey down here, but got through it okay, and we're off to chapter 2, and that one's a bit harder, so I'll see you for that one, and I'll leave you with my blooper reel for the prologue.